go.
Good evening and welcome to Monday's Midlands Today from the BBC. Tonight, one town is ancient, the other's only 40, but both need extensive reconstruction.
Yes, West Bromwich, which dates back to the 12th century, and Telford, built in the 1960s, are going to be transformed. More than £1 billion is going to be spent turning them into vibrant, cosmopolitan towns worthy of the 21st century.
Let's go live now to Patrick Burns, who's in West Bromwich for us now with the details. Patrick, sounds pretty amazing. Do you know who's going to be paying for this and when it's all going to start?
It's all going to start, the first moves at least, within the next few months, Suzanne. So there is a real sense of urgency about this. But, you know, the public gallery, the new gallery here in West Bromwich, does remind us that not necessarily all regeneration gambits are instant hits. Whatever the price tag, we'll be hearing a bit more about that £1 billion package for West Brom Town Centre in a minute or two. But let's go first to Shropshire, where they too are planning to play the regeneration game. A centre without a heart. Fairly or not, that's the way Telford is widely seen. And when the shops close at tea time, there is precious little here to do during the evening. Virtually no one lives in the town centre, and it is largely a monument to 1960s architecture. Not least the Telford and Wrekin council offices, which will be sold off and presumably demolished. It is a prime site, so the proceeds could trigger the multi-million-pound regeneration package.
I think it'd be good for Telford.
Why?
As long as it brings jobs to the area and more wealth in the economic situation we've got now, I think Telford will prosper by it.
I always think of Telford as being really nice and, you know, really nicely done anyway, and lots of attractions that are all easy.
Obviously, over the last 30 years, there has been a considerable amount of development around the place. A lot of it is for the good, bringing working in.
Telford does have one gem of a public amenity, its town centre park. And the council hope this will be the focus around which the new residential, leisure, retail and other commercial facilities can be developed.
We may have problems, of course, with the credit crunch, so you have an opportunity, or at least you can do two things. The arguments are very simple. You can sit back and plod your course, or you can get off your backside and actually do something and be proactive, and that's what we intend to do.
The demolition of the council offices would mean they too would have to be replaced, a price which the council say would be well worth paying.
What we need is a town centre that is vibrant, that is prosperous, and that is fit for the 21st century. We have to attract people who are here to live, to work, and more importantly, perhaps we want people to bring their businesses here.
Locals call this place the bunker, but it could yet turn out to be the banker for the new Telford. Well, welcome back from Telford to West Bromwich, where the town centre used to be known as the Golden Mile. It's actually seen a few better days since then, of course, hence this package worth £1 billion to regenerate it, as well as the usual retail and a certain amount of residential. We're also talking in the longer term maybe about a cinema, as well as, and this is the really big hope for lots of people, a leisure centre complete with a swimming pool. Now, I'm joined here by Bob Badham, who is the Cabinet Member for Regeneration on Standwell Council. What are the main sort of headline points of your big package here?
Well, you've already mentioned discussions are taking place now about a leisure facility in the town centre, but we've got some immediate wins with the new college, £80 million college, being built across the road there by the metro station, and that's due to start at the end of this year. Behind me is the police station, which is being moved as part of the Tesco development, just the other side from the college, £12 million, and a new school which is all underway already to replace Crown Hills.
Briefly, the economy is troubled at the moment. Are you confident you can deliver, in a nutshell?
Well, I think with big backers like Tesco moving in to actually build the development behind me, £200 million worth, they will be up there ready and running very soon.
Bob, sorry we have to leave it there, but it's very exciting and we will of course be keeping watch. But for now, Michael and Suzanne, back to you in the studio.
Patrick, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you. So, ambitious plans there in West Bromwich and indeed Telford. But what about the reality of regeneration months after the plans have been unveiled?
Well, in Stoke-on-Trent, there's considerable frustration over the pace of their redevelopment, as our Staffordshire reporter Liz Copper's been finding out much of what they've got so far, well, is a load of rubble.